1, thank you for clicking on the video. 2, are you ready to make the best no-bake coffee cake out there? Better than a tiramisu. We're gonna be dunking Maria crackers in coffee, layering them like so in between this gorgeous eggless coffee custard that I've made, and you're gonna end up with the most beautiful layered dessert out there. No oven, no eggs, no hassle. So good. Let's get started. Okay, so I'll be starting my custard with 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of heavy cream. Now you can use all milk, but the heavy cream really gives this a nice richness, so I do encourage you to use heavy cream. If you don't want to, you can use milk. It better be whole milk though. And then I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of cornstarch and 1/2 cup of sugar. This cake really doesn't have a lot of sugar, which is a good thing, considering the fact that it does have heavy cream. Now you are gonna mix that on medium-low heat until it thickens up a bit, like you see here. Once it gets to this stage, I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. Now this is not a lot. If you like a more strong coffee flavor, you can add more. I just added 1 teaspoon because my family does not like coffee dessert that much. I know, right? How am I living with them? Anyway, we're just gonna keep on stirring until it comes up to a boil, but you still want to be on low heat because we don't want to burn it. And now it has to be like this consistency. It has to coat the back of your spoon, and after it gets like that, we're going to transfer it to a glass bowl, let it rest for 8 minutes, and you want to keep mixing every minute or 2 so it doesn't develop a skin. Now, in a cup of warm water, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coffee, set that aside. Now I'm taking my Maria crackers. You can use graham crackers, you can use any type of tea biscuits, and we are going to dunk them for about 2 seconds. You don't want this to get soggy. Okay, just dunk them for 2 seconds, and we are gonna line the bottom of a 9-inch pie dish. Now you want them to overlap because I don't want any nooks or crannies not covered in the biscuits. So as you can see, I am overlapping them like so. And the last one here, and then we are gonna ladle on half of our custard mixture, and you can see that it's already beginning to set, so you really want to work fast. You do not want it to rest more than 8 minutes. I'm just gonna put half of my custard on there, being sure not to disturb any of the crackers. Now if you wanted, you can add vanilla extract to your custard, some rose water. I really just kept it simple like that, and it turned out amazing. You can even add some cocoa powder and make it a chocolate custard. You do you, boo, but I kept it simple, and I'm just showing you the technique, and then you can take it from there. I'm just gonna layer on another layer of biscuits here. Now you really don't want to push down because you don't want them to sink in the custard. Just want to place them lightly, and then we are gonna add the rest of our custard. Simple, right? And now all you have to do is get it on one even layer. Just lightly spread it with your spatula. And then you want to take your cocoa powder and you want to dust this cocoa powder. If you don't have cocoa powder, you can use coconuts, make a ganache, put over this, really anything you want. I'm just gonna dust it with some cocoa powder. If you are gonna use cocoa powder, use a light hand. I went way overboard. Now remember that cocoa powder is not sweet, so any sweetness that you will get is when it mixes with your custard. Just keep that in mind. I left it in the fridge for about 4 hours, and then I took it out, like I said, dusted it with all my cocoa powder, and then it's ready to serve. Like I said, use a light hand, not like I did. You can see I've cut it up very ugly. That is one thing I'm not proud of, my cutting skills. But you could see that it set beautifully, and it really gave me no hassle. The first slice of anything should be wonky, but not this one. Look at that. Look at those layers and how beautifully it set up. Even the cake, it held its own. And now we're gonna take our first bite. Just look at how smooth and seamless it is. Nothing is gloopy, everything is in its place. That custard is money. No eggs, only 1/2 cup of sugar. So it's really a winner in my book. I really hope you guys give it a try. If you do, send me your remakes, and I will see you next time on Simply Maha. Bye bye.